Hey all, and welcome back to Fuzzy Dutcher Gaming and the next update for the Reign of Barrows Champion. I finally had a chance to have a decent play session. I played pretty much all day today. So I managed to get my Atlas completed, first 2 Void Stones, gear up the character pretty well thanks to some very, very lucky drops. Whereas I had very bad luck at the start, which was mainly due to tech issues my end and GGG's end and Twitch's end. They've made up for it with some ridiculous RNG in terms of drops. So I had a Brother's Gift drop when I was just randomly doing a graveyard map completion, which is 5 divines. I had a Forbidden Jewel drop when I killed Eater that sold for 6 divines. Did a Sanctum run that I got 2 raw divines out of, and I got a couple of divines from the lead mechanic. So overall I managed to get together 16 divines while I was clearing my Atlas, which I've now spent pretty much all of it to gear up my character. So we'll go and do a map showcase at the end because all of the footage that's shown in the background is from before I'd geared my character up. So I've got the Atlas pretty much clear bar a few unique maps that we'll fill out as we pick them up. But I've got all the crafts I need from the unique maps, so I'm not desperate to get those done. I've tried a few different farming strategies. I tried farming some Exile cultures, which went pretty well. Then I went and tried my Maven strategy that I mentioned in my previous video. That didn't really work very well. I got more invitations drop in by not taking that keystone, and it is quite deadly. So at the moment, we are farming this sort of setup. So it's just an Alchemgo setup, farming Exile, but we're actually killing the boss because of these nodes here to try and get an invitation. So I'm sort of doing a mixture of farming altars and killing bosses, but doing it on maps where if I want to boss rush, I can. So I'm favoriting City Square because you just go straight to the middle to kill the boss, and connecting map for City Square is Crimson Temple, which is pretty nice. So that's a really good layout for maps to complete. So I'm not really sticking to any strategy. Sometimes I'm rushing the boss, sometimes I'm clearing the whole map. What I tend to do is kill the bosses on City Square. If an altar spawns soon after, if it's decent, I'll carry on. If it doesn't, I'll just put another map in and go again. And then it's a good combo of farming the currency from altars and then getting your invitations to drop nice and quick. Now, this is not one of the most profitable strategies. It's just one I like doing because it's nice and easy. It's fairly safe, so you can level up fairly comfortably. So if we have a look at my character, I'm level 93. We'll go through the gear in a second. So currency-wise, I've still got a little bit left. Got 3 divines and lots of bubblegum currency and some chaos. We have had a lot of maps drop because we are clearing maps quite quickly. So I've already run 4 or 5 of my own that I've had drop, and we've still got 8 special maps that we can run. Obviously, a ton of T16 maps because we're doing a wandering path setup, so we're never going to have any issues with maps. I've had a couple of invitations drop. I've sold 1 Elder Slayers. I've had another one drop, which I'll probably run myself because I'm on the way to getting that done. But I'd like my character to maybe be a little stronger. I didn't even realize I had this ring. Maybe I should craft on that. So we'll go through the gear on the character. It's pretty much crafted as per my guide. The chest piece, ignore it. It's terrible. I didn't realize it was so bad before I crafted the Ailment Avoidance. But the way I've set my character up, I have to have 25% to be 100. So I don't really want to get rid of it yet until I come across another 100 outs or something to make sure RNG falls in my favor. So the bow, the cheapest fracture I could get was Crit Chance. It was quite a bit cheaper than the others, but it does mean you craft the bow slightly differently. You don't go for triple elemental, you go for double elemental and Ellie Pen. So I basically rolled this until I hit decent mods. So I've got T3 Cold, Essence Lightning. I've then scoured the suffixes for 2 divines, multi-modded for 2 divines, and then this is the bow finished. It performs pretty much the same as like a 1000 LE DPS bow. It just looks worse on paper. But elemental penetration is pretty massive. It gives a big damage boost. And fire damage doesn't really do anything in terms of its effects, whereas cold damage chills and lightning damage shocks. And that's kind of what I wanted to go for, and I got a bit lucky hitting it. The helmet is rubbish. This is something that I've slowly crafted as I've gone on and then realized that the base is junk. But this is, mana cost of attacks, life, resistances, just the usual bump. The amulet I bought for 5C fractured, and then I've just spammed essences on it. I think it was just strength essences and not even good ones. I think it was like a screaming strength essence. Hit all attributes, so that covers all my attribute issues. Then I've just crafted life. And then at the moment I've got Divine Judgment because that's the oils that I had lying around, but I would say it's definitely not the optimal anointment. Quiver again, picked this up for 2C, I think, and then I've just used flat lightning damage essences until it's something decent. Crafted attack speed. The rings are really just life resistances. This one I purchased, I think it was like 20C, because it had big LE damage with attacks and big mana, which helps quite a lot. And then the other ring is fractured all elemental resistances. Again, I bought this. It wasn't very much. I think it was like 5 or 10 chaos. This one is not great. Again, I've just used the lightning damage essences, then crafted non-channeling. This can obviously be improved a lot. I just don't feel like I need to just yet. The gloves, again, nothing special. Fractured accuracy base, so I don't have to take accuracy nodes on the tree. The implicits I'm working on, I've run out of currency. I want them to be either rage or attack speed. And then this frenzy one is fine, but I'd rather just have the accuracy on its own. But we're pretty much always max frenzy charges, so it's not too much of an issue. The boots, shrieking or deafening essences of loathing are fairly cheap at the minute, so I thought I'd take advantage of that. Buy some and get some boots crafted that can really fit my ailment avoidance needs. So I've got 55% chance to avoid LA ailments, 4% increase attack speed, movement speed, life, resistances, the usual stuff. The flasks I've just finished because I've been neglecting my flasks. So we've got, this one isn't ideal because it's reduced duration, but we map so quick it doesn't matter. So this is T1 attack speed on the Quicksilver flask, big armor on the Jade flask. They're sort of the wrong way around, but I hit a big roll on this flask straight away. And then I hit a big evasion one on the crit one. So it's like we're going to have to go and do it back to front. So we've got armor, evasion, crit chance, and then obviously the usual flasks. Most of my money has gone on the bow crafting, was I would say, yeah, 5 to 6 divines. And then I bought a cluster jewel for 2 divines, which is disorientating, display, prismatic heart, and sadist. I essentially wanted sadist and prismatic heart and not the back one, and this was the cheapest one. There was some slightly cheaper, but this came with a bit of cold resistance, and I paid like 20C more than the other ones. And it might help me out. You never know. I might need that 5% cold resistance. Then I've got a Viridian jewel that I paid a divine for. It's a really nice jewel. Max attack speed, max attack and cast speed, crit chance, accuracy, and maximum life. Really, really nice jewel. Adds a lot of damage and life to the build. And then we've got a 55% attack damage while affected by precision. I'm a bit gutted because there was an attack damage and attack speed precision for 6 divines, and I've only got 5. So I just settled for this one. We can always upgrade the jewel because ideally I want something like precision damage and fizz reduction when affected by determination or something like that. But that's quite a bit further down the line. I've got lots of tattoos that I can use. I just need to have a look at what I want to put on there. At the moment, I've just got a couple of all attribute ones and then a maximum life. I've got lots of dex ones that I can have a look at and put on the build. And then I have a effective marks one here. They're just ones I've randomly got during the league mechanic. And then we have an all early res here just because I had it. I thought I'd put it on. This is probably not a good one to have when you're already capped, but who cares? So that's kind of it for the tree and the gear. The gem links are exactly the same as in the POB. I've already gone Maniforge arrows because I just got fed up with ballistas straight away. So we'll go and do a map showcase. I don't know what I'm doing next in terms of my Atlas. I do want to try that massive expedition node. It just looks too fun not to do. But I've already done my tree like this. It's silly to spend loads of orbs if I'm making. So we're just going to farm a ton of boss maps, ton of invitations, loads of Eldritch currency, chaos, Vaal orbs, stuff like that. Until we've got maybe 20 to 30 divines, then I might switch to do a different strat. But at the moment, I'm really liking this strategy. It's fairly easy, it's really quick, and you do get decent returns. I have got a few sanctums that I might run, but I'm not loving it at the moment. I just find it's a bit of a slog to get through the first few levels. And at the higher item levels, it is quite difficult. League mechanic, I may carry on because I do quite enjoy it, but it is so unrewarding because the rewards don't seem to get better. When you progress up levels, they seem to me to stay exactly the same. But I do enjoy it, so I probably will go back and play it because I want to play for fun. I don't want to play to earn money. It's not real money. It doesn't achieve anything. So we'll just unmute the game sound and then we'll go and we'll run a quick map showcase just as per the strategy that I'm doing. So it's nothing particularly special, but I like my early strategies to be free, essentially. I don't think I have a city square, so we're going to have to do a Crimson Temple, which is fine. So this is one I would probably full clear. So it's quite a nice map. You've got obviously very rare chance of big drops. And then I'll just Alken go it. I haven't ran a map yet with this setup, so hopefully it's decent because I have spent quite a bit of money on it. Oh, apologies as well. I was going to stream today. My computer's pretty much had it. I think the graphics card has gone to an extent. So I'm on GeForce now at the moment. I have ordered a new one because it was well overdue anyway. So that comes Wednesday, I think. So I'm not going to be able to stream until Wednesday. Because GeForce Now, though it's okay, it seems to crash my stream a little bit. And my wife, if she's watching TV and streaming, and I'm double streaming because I'm streaming the game to me and the game to you, it kind of does struggle a little bit, even though I've got really good internet. So there's not going to be a stream until Wednesday once I get my new PC set up. And then it means I don't have to worry about using GeForce Now. So it's going to save me like £20 odd a month. So yeah, no stream until then, but I'm definitely going to stream later in the week because I am very much enjoying the league and I want to test out my new PC and take it for a spin. So yeah, this is kind of what you do. You just go through the map. You don't have to clear the maps like this. You can just wait until you get your map to drop, which will be a connecting map, and then you can do whatever you want. But like you say, you get an altar like this Awakened Sextant one. It can add quite a nice amount of currency because these are going for like 2.5 to 3C already in bulk. So they're well worth picking up. And they sell fairly regularly. I've been selling them 20 for 50 chaos and they sell pretty much instantly. So we'll go and just might as well full clear this map because it's Awakened Sextants. We definitely don't want to turn them down. And we'll just keep the map up for now so I can see the amount of monsters left. Another Awakened Sextant. So probably haven't got that much of the map to do now. We'll just clear the top left. I'm not going to do Cassia, but I do at some point need to do some Blight because my Anoint is definitely not optimal. I'd quite like the one that gives me 100% crit on shot enemies, and I think that would probably cap my crit or very close to it. So we look like we've pretty much cleared the map, so we'll just take out these stragglers at the end, get some more Awakened Sextants. Nice. I don't understand. Oh, 3 monsters. I was going to say there can't be monsters left. And that's, yeah, that's kind of it. That's the strat. That's how the build plays. It's quite nice. I've done some Conquerors, Guardians, and it's been absolutely fine. I've not died that much, to be fair. I had a lot of deaths on day one, mainly due to really bad performance, like DC deaths and things like that. I think I've had 4 genuine deaths in this playthrough, and I've died 12 times. I died twice in a lab trial because I was trying to rush through and I just, yeah, ran out of life flasks and got stuck in the middle of traps and died. I had 1 death on Lava Lake where Kitava did the big fire thing at the end when he's just about to die. So there's only 1 safe place to stand, and that was also where all the degen things were going. The only way to survive would have been to portal out, and I just didn't because I'd only just leveled up, so I just let myself die. But overall, it feels really tanky. You can't take on super juiced dangerous maps yet because you've not quite got that sort of defenses, but they're good enough. We've got our Fortify. I'm now ailment immune, and I've not even got good gear. And with Flask up, we've got nearly 50k armor, nearly 20k evasion, and we are almost spell suppress capped. I would like to get properly capped rather than lucky capped, but that's something that's going to come with investment later on. So that's kind of it for the update. I don't think there's anything else to go through. Got super lucky with some drops. Still trying the lead mechanic. Grinding away my altars like I said I would. And the currency is starting to come in quite a nice supply. So I'm off all week. So if my PC comes tomorrow, I'll obviously stream. I think it's going to be coming Wednesday though. So again, I'm just going to grind tomorrow. Maybe try and get some ideas together for a more semi-juiced Atlas strategy so we can try and make a bit more money. But I'm trying to enjoy the game more rather than, oh, if it doesn't make 4 divines an hour, it's trash. I'm really enjoying the game at the moment. I enjoyed the league mechanic and I was making about a divine an hour, if that, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, do some grinding tomorrow. I'll put an update community post on YouTube once I know my PC setup are good to go. And then I'll also update Twitch with an actual schedule for my stream so you know when I'm going to stream. That's it for the video. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care and see you in the next one.